Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back yet again. We're going to be doing another movie review, and we are finally going to be reviewing Overlord, the Sacred Kingdom, or the Scared Kingdom. I was wondering what exactly this movie was going to be about, and, when I was going to be able to watch it, because it came out in theaters for a little bit, and then it just I'm assuming it's going to get on Crunchyroll at some point. I'm assuming it's going to be on DVD at some point. I was able to find a link to it. That's how I was able to watch it. But overall, I want to go ahead and I'm going to say this. I do love Overlord. I do. I think Overlord is a badass series. I think it is a very interesting take on a story and something different. So the entirety of this film, and I'm going to shorten it up as quickly as I can. All we have through the entirety of this film is we have Lord Hines pretending, obviously we all know he's a master manipulator, and he has one of his minions go and attack this kingdom with all the demi humans, all the monsters, everything. And what he does is he waits for for this kingdom once they're pretty much almost wiped out. He goes to them and he has them go, okay, well, I can help you, but I'm not going to fully help you because you need help yourself. And I'm going to give you aid and all this kind of stuff. So, at the entirety of the movie, he's just pretty much putting on an act of, showing mercy, freeing hostages, giving aid to the soldiers, giving hope, and he becomes kind of a symbol to this one human girl who really looks up to him and really atomizes everything he does. There's nothing wrong he can do in her eyes, and from not only protecting her but also giving her aid, also giving her. Weapons and armor and all these different things, and showing her that if there's a will, there's a way, and she just becomes very loyal very quickly. And what we find out in the entirety of the movie, again, this is just all a play. This is literally just all a play. Is he has one of his minions goes to the kingdom, try to take out the princess, try to take out the entirety of this kingdom, and played out him and Hines are having a war because they don't think that they're aligned, which again they are. Us as the viewer know that they're aligned. And then as soon as everything's said and done, he wins the day, wins the people, wins the kingdom, and they're wanting to be allies with Lord Hines' kingdom, and they want to be part of the kingdom because they know if they're with him, then they're not going to. If they get attacked, they'll have his help and his warriors, his army, all these ones. But as soon as that happens, we see where one of his minions was the one behind the whole thing. He was behind the whole thing. He was going on Einstein's orders, and he was controlling the kingdom from the inside for the leaders, so that way all this could play out. And it turned out one of the leaders was actually, I think, either a demon or a demi-human that was gonna be, serving under Ein. So by the very end of the film, it's just gathering more people for his military and gaining more of the advantage all over these ones, and that way there could be more of a war between the growing of this of uh, of this country, and that way they could have a civil war or something of that nature. Now again, by the entirety of the film, the animation was good, the action was good. But in all honesty, I was not too impressed by this film. I liked the film, but I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. So I'm going to say this. If you guys are fans of Overlord, you can watch it. You can have your opinion. You can love it, hate it, whatever. But at the same time, I just don't feel like this movie was needed to be a movie. Like I feel like it could have been like a side story for like 4 or 5 episodes. and it could have been a said and done. I don't plan on rewatching this movie anytime soon. It just was not very appeasing to me. I don't want to say appeasing because that's the wrong word. It just wasn't entertaining to me because it was pretty much just a whole thing of chess moves. And I know some people like that, and again, that's perfectly fine. It's just this wasn't for me. Like I said, I did enjoy myself to a certain degree. It just wasn't what I thought. It just wasn't what I thought. And I thought it was going to be a lot better. Again, the animation blew me away. The music blew me away. The voice acting blew me away. It was just the story. The story is what really kind of took me out. I was expecting something more, I would say, Grant-esque. That was kind of like, okay, all this is going on, and we need this, we need that. But again, none of that happened. And I think this movie just kind of, I was going in with very high expectations, and it just disappointed me. So that's just my own personal opinion about it. But what do you guys think about this? Are you guys fans of this movie? You guys not fans of this movie? Either way, what are your thoughts about it? Let me know about it down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.